Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Powwow Life Show. This is the official show from PowWows.com. Thanks so much for being with us again tonight. We've got another special guest, and I think you're going to enjoy this. Something we can all get involved in. We are going to be talking with Melissa Sanchez from Rock the Mocs. If you haven't heard of it, this is something really cool, and I know you're going to like it. So without any further ado, let's bring her on. And there we go. Melissa, thanks so much for being here. I appreciate you coming on.
Thanks for having us. We really appreciate being here.
Yeah, it's great. Start off with, let's just, if you don't mind introducing yourself and tell us a little bit about what you do.
Okay. My name is Melissa Sanchez, and I'm from Acoma and Laguna Pueblos in New Mexico. And my husband and I run Emergence Productions. Emergence Productions specializes in Native American and Indigenous performing arts, with our mission being to build a foundation for the youth of cultural empowerment. And so through what we do, such as projects like this, production like this, we hope to create positive role models, positive experiences, helping our artists, promoting our artists. And that being said, we do a lot of things. One of the ones that people are most familiar with, but probably don't realize, we help coordinate the Gathering of Nations entertainment, and we are the entertainment coordinators. So we run Stage 49, all the entertainers that you see out there. We help them get situated, look for them, find them, research them, listen to what the feedback are, things like that. And throughout our projects, and that includes international too, the primary being Maori of New Zealand. We have a strong connection there. And the next scene that came into our path was Rock Your Mocs with Jaylyn, Atsye.
All right, and before we get to Rock the Mocs, you brought it up, so for anybody out there who doesn't know, which I can't imagine there is, but Gathering of Nations is the powwow held in Albuquerque every April. It is the biggest powwow in North America, and Stage 49 is a large part of that, and dozens of entertainers each year. Everything from, I try to always make it out there and at least see a few acts. I get stuck inside most of the time, but you get everything from hip hop to there was some guys really jamming out last year, some rock groups, to comedians, and even some special dance groups. I mean, you have a wide range of entertainment there.
This is probably the only stage of its kind, and we have exactly what you said. We have country, we have reggae, we have hip hop, we have traditional dance groups, contemporary dance groups. One time we even had a Cirque du Soleil performer. It's just amazing that the talent that is out there in Native America, in North America, and all of the indigenous peoples. And it's really nice to have that opportunity to coordinate, support, and just showcase them to the world.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. So everybody listening, please, we may talk about it if we get any questions or anybody has anything they want to know about it. But make plans. If you can't make it this year, put it on your bucket list. Gathering of Nations is something that everybody has to go and see, and including your parents, you got to go see Stage 49. All right, so let's talk a little bit now. This whole Rock the Mocs thing. How did this come about, and kind of how did you guys get started with this?
Okay, I'll start with Jaylyn's story. Her name is Jessica Jaylyn Atsye, and Rock Your Mocs started in 2011. She's from the Laguna Pueblo, and the story goes, she's interviewed on the story so many times that it's embedded in my memory now, and it's such a nice story. She was coming home from a cultural event in Laguna, and she had just the most beautiful day, and she was taking off her mocs. And she thought to herself, I wish I could wear my moccasins every day. And then she thought, why not? And then she thought it'd be really nice to have some sort of a day that, because we're all related, and that's something that almost all of us have in common, our moccasins. And from there, her idea was just to maybe see if she could get a few people to wear moccasins on that day, but it didn't really occur to her to say, hey, let's post pictures and things like that. So when she decided to do it that same year, I think her brainstorm came to her around March. So in November, she realized it was National Native American Heritage Month. And what she decided to do was she just randomly picked the middle of the month, which was November 15th. And she asked people, she built a little Facebook page and said, let's all wear our moccasins on this day. We'll call it Rock Your Mocs Day. And so from there, some Institute of American Indian Arts, the college in Santa Fe, and other people decided to, and Facebook was just kind of still being nurtured in Native country and Indian country. And so there didn't have too many people. I think when she started, she had about 200 some people on the Facebook page. So people started sending in their photos on their own. And you could see, it was really neat because we didn't really know anything about it. We knew Jaylyn through her volunteering to be a part of the event staff. So you see these people, the students sending in their photos and getting excited about it. And then the next year, we realized that it was coming out strong. There were a lot of people that were helping. PowWows.com was a big help. NCAI and I think the National Indian Gaming Association sent out word through their Facebooks and that this happens on this day, and it just kind of took off from there. So it was becoming a little bit too big for Jessica to handle. And we had run into her at one of our Pueblo feast days, and she said, just the people I was looking for. And I told her we were just thinking about her too. We had thinking we should try to offer to help Rock Your Mocs because it's really catching on. And the social media is a bigger animal than what we all can realize. You know, it can be such a powerful, positive tool. So from there, we had a little meeting and we decided to see if we could have an event here in Albuquerque, kind of headquarter Rock Your Mocs here and have a kickoff event. And that in a nutshell is kind of how we all started working together.
You know, you talk about the social media part of this. It really has exploded. I was just showing a picture while you were talking of somebody that posted a picture of them wearing their mocks. It looks like in Italy. This thing literally has spread around the world.
It really has. Last year, especially, there was an impact of pictures, and people are learning how to use the hashtags in the recent years, and that hashtag creates the photo album for all the other photographs. And people who enjoy, which, you know, there might be one particular photograph that's their favorite, then share it over and over again. There was some from people traveling in Italy. There's some people in Russia who get really excited about it. There's a exhibit at the Musée des Confluences in Lyons, France, and they included Rock Your Mocs photos in part of their exhibit. It's called At Your Feet. And gosh, Antarctica, there was one from Antarctica last year. And it's just amazing that people are getting really creative as well.
All right, so that's the next thing I wanted to ask you is how can people hear this and they think it's a really cool event? How do we get involved?
That's the best thing about this event, especially as a producer. We don't need to rent a venue. We don't need to rent a venue or anything like that. Rock Your Mocs is wherever you are at in the world. All you do is wear your moccasins wherever your day takes you. And if you don't have moccasins, can't wear moccasins, or perhaps your tribe didn't wear moccasins, you can also wear a turquoise awareness ribbon. Just clip a little piece of turquoise, make a little ribbon. And then we also have Rock Your Mocs shirts. And we should have those. We have a few still available from last year. And I just got word that the new designs came in. And although we're here in New Mexico, we can still try to do our best to get those out. We did have a pre-sale of the new shirts this year, which is something new for us. And we're just trying to make sure that people have options on how to participate. Because there are some, you know, maybe coastal tribes that didn't wear moccasins, or the Polynesian, indigenous Polynesians didn't have moccasins. So we try to make sure there's a way to connect And then all you do is take a picture of yourself or your group of friends. And if you remember to, it's not mandatory, but it's awesome that we're able to find your photos by going to hashtag Rock Your Mocs, ROCKYOURMOCS, and also hashtag RYM, which is Rock Your Mocs, RYM 2016. So just those two hashtags. Lately, what we've been doing on the Facebook, though, to help people and create awareness of this month, which is National Native American Heritage Month, is we've been adding, and it's a long hashtag, so we kind of don't push that one. It's a lot to type out on the phone.
Yeah, and some of the pictures I just showed one when people get together in their groups and everybody's wearing their mocks. Those pictures are really really cool. I've always enjoyed seeing those each year. And we do have a couple of people on, and appreciate everybody leaving the comments. Darren Thompson, flute player. I know he's performed for you at Gathering. He's watching. We got several other people. Let's see. Terry Evans, Lonnie, and Loretta. They're getting some comments about Standing Rock. All right, so if we post our photos and we use the hashtag, what are the dates we need to do this?
The dates for this year's Rock Your Mocs are November 13th through the 19th, which brings me to another point. The original Rock Your Mocs date will always be November 15th. The reason why it was extended is because there were certain, maybe perhaps schools, if November 15th landed on a weekend, then the schools felt like they couldn't participate. Or somebody is working on a day that Rock Your Mocs is and they couldn't participate. So we just kind of stretched it out. It doesn't mean that you have to wear your mocks the whole week, although you can if you want to. But you just pick your day. But if you're not sure about which day, the 15th. And what we're trying to do is encourage people who are having Rock Your Mocs events all over the country, all over the world, to send us their flyers or let us know. And that way we can let you know if there just happens to be something in your area.
It's awesome. The communal aspect of this, I think, is what's really powerful, and it just really raises awareness for the whole month, and really helps promote what's going on. And everybody out there, we're getting some comments about Standing Rock. Rock Your Mocs can only help raise awareness for Standing Rock and all the other issues that are going on. So make sure you participate and use the hashtag, and share other photos that you see. That's really important.
Right, and we are definitely, Rock Your Mocs does definitely stand with Standing Rock, as does Emergence Productions, and it's a very disappointing situation. We all worry. We all have shed tears for the people that are going through what they're going through on behalf of many, and they're always kept in our prayers. It's I say disappointing because, of course, we're disappointed with the treatment, the whole process that it even got to this situation, and of course, our President Obama. Something needs to be done. And a while back, it must have been about 2 weeks ago. See, Jessica, I should mention, is working with the Job Corps, and she is stationed right now in Montana, which is why she couldn't be here. And so what she did, they have a club up there now with the natives that are in the Job Corps, and they sent in a photo that have the hashtags no DAPL, and that they stand with Standing Rock. And I'll repost that again on the Rock Your Mocs Facebook page. But also, we wanted to make sure that people knew that, yes, Rock Your Mocs does stand with Standing Rock. We are going to post, I'm glad that it came up, because there's a post that's coming up that we wanted to make sure that as we go into Rock Your Mocs Week, that this is something that we're thinking about. And we're also aware that there's the action that people are going to take on November 15th as well. I think it's against the Army Corps of Engineer, to make sure that we have a voice in front of that.
Awesome. And for anybody who's looking for more information, we will put all of this out on PowWows.com. If you head on over to www.powwows.com/powwowlife18, we'll have all the information there, and you can rewatch the show and see all the links. And while we're talking about communal events, we just posted another one before Rock Your Mocs. We're going to be promoting next week is the election, as we all know, and since it's been so divisive, another friend of ours has started a communal social thing of asking everybody to pray at 8:30 next week, and talking about the power of communal events. If everybody takes a moment next week and says a prayer for this country, I think that'll really help. Because
Yes.
the power of everybody getting together really does work. All right, so I got another couple questions for you. Since we talked about gathering, and gathering is just around the corner, it'll be here before we know it. Got any sneak peeks of who's coming this year, or anything you can tell us about the Stage 49?
I can't release the names yet. I wish I could.
I was just trying.
Yeah, but I should mention that the deadline moved from December 31st to January 15th, 2017. So make sure and get those applications in. And we review all the applications, and we're really looking for people who are serious about their music and are trying. You don't have to be an established act. We look to nurture the ones that are up and coming as well. So within the genres, country, we're always looking for country, and we've had DJs, we've had a Tribe Called Red, country, rock, folk, you name it. So we're looking for you. So make sure and get those applications in. And I think Paul's going to repost the link as well.
Yeah, we'll post that. And gathering is going to be pretty exciting this year with the new venue. Where's Stage 49 going to be? Do we know yet? Can you tell anything about that?
The new venue is called the New Mexico Expo, and it's where the New Mexico State Fair has always been held. So it's a larger grounds. There's a Coliseum there, Tingley Coliseum, and we've renamed the rest of the grounds Powwow Grounds. So within Powwow Grounds, you're going to still have Powwow Alley with all the food vendors, Stage 49, and also the Indian Traders Market. So it will be a lot spread out, more room to walk around. There's going to be all kinds of neat stuff going on. And Stage 49 will be covered this year. Yay!
Yay.
So we're really excited about that. It helps with the audience because of the sun and the elements, wind, and, we love our wind out here because.
I guess you got a little bit of rain last year, didn't we? Was it last year or yeah?
In the afternoon.
Yeah. Yeah, you never know in Albuquerque.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I thought I'd heard that it was going to be covered, so that's great. But yeah, everybody make plans to be there in April for that. You don't want to miss that with Miss Indian World and Stage 49, and then of course the Gathering Nations Powwow. And Rock the Mocs November 15th. It's going to be everybody make sure you wear your moccasins, take pictures wherever you are. I showed some pictures of people in Italy and all over the place. It doesn't matter where you are. If you're in your office or sitting on the couch, take the picture and post it.
Right. And get creative. Last year, one of our friends did a kind of Rock Your Mocs grand entry. She had everybody that attended the event at the Indian Pueblo Culture Center here in Albuquerque. We all lined up, and she took the camera phone, the video, and just went down everybody's feet. And it was such an awesome video because you can only get so many feet in one picture. It was really neat to see a 20-second clip of everybody's moccasins that were there. So that's a really neat idea for everybody this year. So upload those videos. And I should mention too, the kickoff event for this year is at the Indian Pueblo Culture Center. There will be a live webcast. It will be a live radio broadcast as well with Singing Wire Radio. And we'll put all those links onto the website. And there will be an Apache Crown dance group. We'll have a moccasin maker demonstration. And the photo wall. Everybody loves the photo wall. And they get their pictures in there and start uploading from there. We also have just a live computer the projection with the computer so that they can see the Facebook wall and see what's happening online as people are uploading and getting excited about it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming on. This has been something we at PowWows.com have always enjoyed the last few years helping out with. Seeing everybody's post their photos is really fun. So I hope everybody out there listening will get involved and help. Even if you don't post a picture, be sure to spread this, share it, and post it on your Facebook, your Twitter, whatever. Let's get the word out. Thanks so much, Melissa, for coming on. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Paul, and thank you, everybody. It's good to see you and have the opportunity to talk about it. And just let us know any additional questions from the Facebook.
Awesome. That's great. Well, thanks everybody. We appreciate you watching again. We will have the notes out on www.powwows.com/powwowlife18. If you have any questions, make sure you contact us. Remember, November 15th, wear your moccasins. Thanks everybody, and we'll see you down the trail.
Hey, good night.